You looking good, Grandpa? See, you got the guns out.
The guns.
Yeah, your arms.
What? Yeah. What about my arm? What's wrong with them?
Nothing. I see you. I see you looking good, Grandpa. You got the guns out.
Oh.
People call your arms the gun, like suns out, guns out, like the cannons.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, real impressive. I just look kind of meaty, but
Okay. Let me get me a towel. It's kind of hot up there.
you got your beer, huh? You
Yeah.
know, Grandpa, you got your beer.
Well, I got something. It ain't exactly beer, but we're gonna value it.
Okay, I was just like, Grandpa, we can't. We live. We can't be not having our tools.
I tell you, I bought this stuff last week thinking it was in the beer area, right?
Yeah, the beer area.
Yeah, and I bought all that different. I got about 3 or 4 different kinds. But then I looked and I read this one. This is red, REDD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see something here. Oh no, I can always. I was trying to see if I could stream more than one thing at once, but it's cool. We on YouTube, so it's what it is.
Oh, we on?
Yeah, we on.
Oh, did we live?
Yeah, we live.
Oh, okay. I see. I didn't know that. I thought you was getting ready to get us live. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was getting this live. I was doing it.
Okay. Well,
let me just share this real quick.
Boy, this is cold.
Huh?
I said, boy, this is nice and cold I got here. What are you gonna share?
No. Oh yeah, I'm gonna share. I'm just setting. I'm just setting up so people can see us.
Oh.
Okay. Cool. All right. So I like to just make sure I can, if people want to talk or something or interact, I try to keep up the chat. Okay, so now I can see the chat. All right. So, hey, Grandpa, you want to start off the show with a welcome or whatever?
Yeah, well, this is a howdy doody. I'm starting out here with I don't know what to say about it. It's in the beer class.
Remember last week, Uncle Pooper had reds, but you have another type of reds.
Oh yeah. I got a sort of an apple red, so that's probably the color close to beer, ain't it?
Oh no, look, read the can. What's it say? Read the can. What's it say?
Well, the can says, wow, 8% alcohol.
Well, you about to have a good day.
Oh wow, 1 pint, 8 fluid ounces, 8% alcohol.
What's is that? Just a bigger reds, or is it? What else is on there?
It's this is a 24 fluid ounces. Oh, it's just past the 20. That's 24 fluid ounces.
Mm-hmm.
Almost, 32 is a quart, right?
Yeah.
This is getting on down the road. Yeah. What do you got there?
I got some Chimay. Yeah, this is that beer I was telling you about, like some monks make it. It's brewed at Scormont Abbey and bottled in Briars de Chima, Belgium. So Belgium monks make this beer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like I had this once before. After I got married, one of Ashley's uncles, like he was talking to me. He's like, "You should try this beer," and I was like, "Okay." So
what's it called again?
It's a Chimay. I'll read the bottle.
Yeah.
The registered trademark Trappist certifies that this ale was brewed within the walls of an existing Trappist monastery under the control of the Trappist community. A major part of the sales revenue is used by the monks to support charitable works. The exceptional yeast isolated by Father Theodore, combined with the purity of the highly protected water of the Abbey wells, gives Chima its unique richness. Since 1862, Chimay secondary fermented ales have neither been pasteurized nor filtered, and only natural ingredients are used to fully appreciate the agreeable combination of fresh hops and yeast of the Chimay. I'm not even going to pretend to read that word. Since served chilled in a wide mouth glass.
Okay, you sold me on that part. It says it hasn't been pasteurized or
Mhm.
or something else. Because I noticed that pasteurization seemed to take from the beer masters. When they got to pasteurize their stuff, I think they kind of destroy a lot of their, little technique in making that good lager or ale.
What?
Pasteurization.
Let me grab a glass. I want to try something because it says it's best to taste in a wide mouth glass. I don't know if I have any super wide mouth glass, but I'm gonna try it in the bottle and in the glass.
Yeah, there you go.
And we're gonna do an experiment. Open yours up, Grandpa, while I do this.
Oh,
Regale the people with a story.
oh, okay. Yeah, this is Red's Wick. It could be an ale, or it's close to it. Or they just getting away from the beer altogether. However,
All right, I'm back. Oh.
it's cool.
Okay, so I'm about to open my. You give yours a.
I'm not gonna look for any head on it, but if it is, I'll be surprised.
Oh Jesus!
Oh yeah, yes. Well, it's dissolved. That head is dissolving.
I think it probably has, maybe I didn't transport it in the best of manners.
Yeah.
I gotta clean this up.
Well, you weigh something?
Some of the beer, I probably was shook up.
Oh, I see.
Driving yesterday when I was out yesterday getting some crickets for Poppy. Poppy's the bearded dragon for people don't know that I have.
Yeah.
I was like, well, let me get my beer real quick. And I probably let it drop under the seat. And that probably shook this all up. And now it's just like super fizzy. So let's be the next couple bottles are probably gonna be the same way. But I'm gonna pour it to see this difference. Oh, you can't even see it. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, you got a head on it. Yeah, that looks like what I could drink.
Bro, let me.
What did you find that at?
This is at a liquor store.
At the liquor store?
Yeah.
Give me one more spell. Spell it to me instead of pronouncing it. Spell it.
It's spelled CHIMAY.
Okay, CHIMAY.
CHIMAY.
CHIMAY. CHIMAY. I'm close to it. I kind of got it figured that if the monks had a hand in making that stuff, it's pretty good.
I would think so. I mean, if it's been around since 1862,
and on top of that, they said it was some of them made in monastery or something.
Yeah, they're monastery in Belgium, of all places.
That's what I'm saying. So that gotta be CHIMAY. I'm gonna have to give you my on it next week. You say I can find it anywhere, right?
I might actually have to drive down and bring this to you. I don't think it's gonna be in Inkster. Because it was
Hey, I have not. This won't be in Inkster.
I almost guarantee you won't be in Inkster because I think
this Westland I'm going down there.
A four pack of stuff. Guess how much a 4-pack of this was?
How much?
Like I think it was $22.99.
Oh no, probably. I don't know. Maybe down there at that Westland store, he may have some store because he got a wall, and the wall turns. He got a corner to it, and it's all beer, alcohol, whatever.
You might have to request it,
but basically mostly beer. Because the wine and stuff they don't chill it or nothing.
I mean, you can try it, but I mean, give yours a taste. Let's see if Uncle Pooh Bears was right about his assumption.
This is pretty good. I'm gonna start off and giving at least a 5.5.
5.5.
Well, I had something to do. He introduced me to the pineapple red.
Yeah. I think that was the first episode we did.
Yeah, and I had never had any, and I kind of fell in love with it, but my memory kind of short, so it was a short love theme, you know. Couldn't
You,
remember
you, talked,
what it was.
you talked it up.
But yeah, this apple is fits right in with I guess my taste buds. So if it wasn't beer, this is what I'd get.
Oh, let me holler at the people watching. Hey, hit the like button. Get these likes up so we can get some more. I don't know how the algorithm works. I just hear people say it on their shows. You know, that's how you get people to watch it. Apparently, you get the algorithm working, Grandpa.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm just, you know, I'm trying something new. Trying to get us to 100 subscribers at least before the end of the year.
Oh, we got a long way to. I don't know we can make it.
We can make it, Grandpa. Anything is possible.
Gotta have faith, eh?
Gotta have faith. I mean, if these monks can make beer since 1862, we can get 100
subscribers. Yeah, if I had one of those, you know, I put my best foot forward, and you know, and man, they'd be subscribing left and right. Yeah.
Well, let me do my experiment. I'm gonna drink some out in the bottle and one in the glass to see if it.
I'm waiting.
I'm gonna try it in the bottle first. It has a caramel-esque taste to it.
Caramel?
Caramel-esque taste. Yeah, it's not like super caramelly.
Yeah.
It definitely does. It has like a nougaty taste. Let me try it out the glass. It is a difference. It's a big difference.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like it's lighter. Like if you drink out of the bottle, it's definitely a more dense, condensed.
Yeah, right.
Maybe let me try it again. I'll drink some water in between.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll kind of flush it out there.
Yeah, let me
be a good taste.
I'll try this again. Yeah, definitely like a dense. It tastes more syrupy out of the bottle. Let me drink the water. Yeah, the drinking out the glass tastes way better. Like this, I'm not to say the caramel taste is bad, but it's a lighter taste. It's you might actually enjoy it out the glass, Grandpa.
Yeah.
I know you don't like.
When you say it tastes like caramel, and I can't kind of associate caramel with beer, you know.
It's definitely interesting, but like the glass is the way to go. Drinking out the bottle doesn't do a good service. Like in the bottle is probably a 5, right?
Yeah.
Like in the glass, that's like a 7. That's like a 7.5 right there.
Come on now, come on, let's not get carried away. 7.5.
It's night and day. It's night and day
between the glass and the bottle.
Yes, it's that big a difference.
Well, I have to take your word for it, but I'm gonna have to try it. And
yeah, I mean,
if there's any truth in that, you know.
And apparently, this comes in like 3 different types of bottles that I've seen. They had a red bottle, a white bottle, and a blue bottle at the store. So I got the white one first because I was like, maybe I don't know, maybe I might try a series of these and see if I don't know. It's not something that I would buy often, but it's definitely interesting. It's interesting taste. Like I'm not sure what I would eat it with. I mean, it's complex. You know, maybe it's just a standalone type beer situation. Like I could see this being like a fall beer, you know, a fall or a winter beer. It's a little too. I wouldn't say rich. It's a little too. I said a second ago, the glass is lighter, but I mean, compared to a light beer, it's not light. It's definitely something that you don't want to drink on a hot day. You could definitely taste the yeast and everything. Is like it's in a strange way. It's kind of like drinking bread, you know.
Okay.
If that's a good descriptor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you were speaking of outside, Grandpa. You're telling me about your plan to get in shape for the Senior Olympics.
Oh yeah. I dug myself a deep hole. Now I got to climb out of it.
How'd you dig yourself a hole?
I've been talking about, running again. Well, I've been working at it, trying to shape up for running. And I'm, well, I could say I could have been a little successful, not with no way where I want to be at. Because
Uh-huh.
right now I still got that problem with that leg. And I be buying a lot of different things from the advertisement. They target senior citizens, right?
Right.
The advertisement industry, they kind of target senior citizens because they always want to sell us something for your knees and your ankles, your legs, your shoulders.
Right.
Well, they know they got a pretty good market because us seniors we steady buying. And they gotta tell you that, well, overnight, you're gonna feel a difference. And sometimes you don't feel no different over months. So well, they got me this time. But that ain't gonna stop me from keep trying because somebody out there.
What's the product that got you though? What did you just buy that got you?
Repeat that.
What was it that got you? What did you just buy that made you say that?
Oh man, a lot of different. Oh man, I wish I could show you my camera one day. I'll bring it up. I got all kind of pills for. Well, like I got the stuff the Osteoflex.
Yeah,
I got stuff that Larry King. Is it Larry King? Yeah, Larry King on TV, right?
Uh-huh.
He advertises something, good for the knee joints. I order that, then they send me 2 or 3 bottles, and they want to get me hooked on it, tell them, but it ain't doing no good, et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, I got about 4 or 5 different things that I've been taking. And I found some pretty good things, out of GNC.
Right. I like GNC.
Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna give a plug. Is it Thomas, the baseball player?
Big Hurt or whatever. I know.
Big Hurt?
Yeah.
Nugenics, right?
Yeah.
I bought some, and then I kind of lay back,
Yeah.
give it the full, test, and I found out that it does give me a little energy now.
Mm-hmm.
When you get up there my age, you they good for another this. I think it's run about $60, $56, $64, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, who cares what the money ain't the thing if it's gonna help you, right?
How well would you say it helped you?
Well, I'm not saying that it just made me younger again, but it made me feel a little bit more youthful, a little bit more energy. It was good enough to try it again, take 3 a day, 30-day supply, $60-something. But if you see something you think might work, you got to kind of stick with it till it prove otherwise.
Oh yeah, you already spent the money. You made the investment.
Right. So I'm thinking, hey, here's the thing about it. Everything to gain and nothing to lose, because you get as old as me, money ain't that important as your health is. So if somebody come along and tell me, hey, I got something can make you walk better, hey, give me a supply of it. Let me try it, But even that's my philosophy now, because I'm trying my best. The reason I was telling you, I was running.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't start running until I was 75, okay?
Really?
Yeah. I mean, competitively.
Okay.
And I did, locally, like when I say locally, I mean, like, say, for instance, the senior games all over the 50 states. And in these 50 states, you have a few people, straddlers coming from other states to test out the waters, But I did fairly well in the state in Michigan in my age group,
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that, oh man, hey, this ain't bad at all, because I was running without all that extra knowledge, because these guys ain't got it to a science now. Not only
as an uninitiated, how complicated is it just to run?
Yeah, it can get real complicated. I found that out. Acquaintance, a friend of mine from Illinois, he was a national champ. I ran across him back in 2006. I went over to Illinois and run against him in the Illinois Lincoln. So one of the guys was telling me, said, well, he's a national champ, you know. But it didn't, this was in the 100 meters, but this didn't mean very much, you know. So, you know, he's national champ. Hey, I'm going to challenge him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, it was not the 100 meters that we were running. It was the 400 meters. And that's where you got to at least know something about running the 400, you know. And I took out, and I was maybe a stride or two ahead of him, thinking, you know, not knowing what was going to befall me coming up to that last 100 meters. But anyway, I went to 300 meters. And when you get to that last 100 meters, sometimes if you take off too much and you build up this lactic acid build up, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that last 100 meters, you're a cripple, you know.
I think I read somewhere. I think I read somewhere that the human body, on average, is only designed to run at its max speed for, was it 100 meters, 100 yards?
Yeah, probably so. But it's a max speed.
Yeah, I
Then
think
you in the detail.
yeah, I think like it's
But when you get to 300 meters,
it's a like
then all of a sudden you get a buildup of acid. Latex acid build up in your knees, you know, and it's almost like crippling, you know. But if you don't know about it, you think, man, you come around the corner, you say, hey, I got 100 meters to go, not knowing that the next 100 meters, right. You barely be able to walk it. But anyway, I ran a time, this was I was 75, I ran a time of 126 for the 400 meters.
Mm-hmm.
And Harry ran this is the fellow from Illinois who was national champ. And he ran a 116, I believe it was. So he smoked me by about 10 seconds, you know. Because he told me when I got through running, you know, he says, hey, you know, you got to learn to run your curves there, you know. He gave me a few. He was very nice fellow. In fact, I got a picture of him because he kind of woke me up to, hey, it's more than running. Let's get out there and run. You got to have a little strategy, you know. You got to know where your weak points are and what to do. But anyway, the next year I think it was 2007, I believe it was. In the nationals, that's when you got all 50 states, you know, running, you know. And during those 50 states, during that 400 meters, I ran that same 126 I did in Illinois, you know, which would have, you know, it would have got me a gold here in Michigan, but it didn't get me, it got me second place in Illinois because 126 wasn't bad for that 75-year-old, you know. But anyway,
people in my age group. There's a lot of people in my age group where
man, they murder something. I'll tell you what, guys like Carl Lewis still running. So you're gonna run into all those guys in this you know, in the seniors, you know, thing. This guy played football he's still running for the Chicago Bears. I'm trying to think of his name. Oh, mentally. I'm not.
A long time ago.
Huh?
A long time ago.
Yeah, he would be right now. I think he's in the 55 to 59 age group, but he was he still got some records here in the senior games. But he played football but he still, you know, he just kept on conditioning himself. And right. He got a name for himself with the seniors, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, got to Pittsburgh, to the national games. And that's what I said, when you got 50 states, now all of a sudden you go from one state or two states to 50, you get competition from 50 different states and some territories, you know.
Yeah.
And so I ran that same 126. It got me in the semifinals, but that was it. So I didn't make the finals. Yeah, that semifinals, I ran it, but I missed about one guy, you know, making the finals. But anyway, I ran that same 126. I was at the University of Pittsburgh, and I saw when I came across the line, you know, they boom, flash up, you know, your time. And Harry, in the preliminaries, in the semifinals, Harry ran a 116. Same thing he ran in Illinois, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But he made the finals with the 116. But then in the finals, Harry won it with 110. I said, wow, this guy, he was sandbagging. He ran a 116 over in Illinois and then in the semifinal, but then he ran a 110, But anyway, he was national champ. So
He ran as fast as he needed to win.
that's what I'm saying. That's what you gotta put up here, You don't have to give everything you got. You just need enough to win till they count when it really counts,
Right.
And that little energy you held back, all of a sudden now you got a burst of speed.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, over the years I ran 100 meters, and if anybody's out there listening, they know that the seniors, if you were 75 on up, you go 17 seconds for 100 meters is pretty good. A lot of guys they run that 17 into their 80s. But to get beyond, when you go beyond 17 seconds for 100 meters and you get into the 16, you in a class, you're in a world class then. If you can run 16, you can run against anybody. And in 16 seconds, you can run against anybody in the world,
Right.
And be competitive or be winners, This is why I was telling you about I wanted to get in there and run against this Japanese guy, man. He's the same age, Tanaka. You see why I gotta keep pushing myself up front there? So somebody know if I don't make it, they say, well, he was out there trying to get in shape so he could meet Tanaka. Because he, at his age, okay, last year he was, well, same age, he was 79, okay. Not 79.
Last year, well, you raced against somebody 11 years younger than you.
No. He 89. Oh. He was last year, right?
79.
Huh?
You said 79.
No, I made a mistake. I meant 89.
Oh, okay, because I'm like,
and he ran. And if you follow the seniors and anybody out there listening, they'll know that when you get into that 15 seconds, ain't but a few out there in the world, at that age group, can do it. And he ran a 15.875.
That's cruising.
Huh?
That's cruising. Like
15 point for 100 meters.
You said 16 world class.
Right now he got the world record
mm-hmm.
at 15.0800 meters. Now he's the best out there in the seniors, mm-hmm. and that's my goal, to get a 15-second 100 meters. I can talk about it, but actions speak louder than words, right? But that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to be able to challenge him.
I think if you build up your muscles, right? I think if you build up your joints to be able to withstand the impact of just quickly moving.
I've got to find out what that pain, how does the pain in these knees, I went to the doctor. I'm an orthopedic surgeon.
Grandpa.
And I've had.
I'll say this. I think if you want to do that, I think it's possible, but I think you might want to save it for that race. I think you should train and get your joints strong and everything.
That's what I'm doing every day. This is what I'm talking about.
I'm saying like I don't think you should try to run that fast often. Like I think you should save your legs.
No, I can't even. I'm saying I can't even run that fast now. Period. Not no often, because I got that knee. I put the weight on that knee and the knee give up. So I got another disability.
I'll tell Tanaka that he's watching this, Grandpa. He's one of the people.
He knows. He know he the best. He know he on top of the hill and guys ready to knock him off.
He watches the show, Grandpa. He knows you're coming for him.
No, he know a lot of guys coming for him, but I ain't seen the closest they got to him was a 15.975. And then he ran, that's when he went to 15.0800. Mm-hmm. So he only 800ths of a second making that 15. I know where he headed because I've been watching his time. So what he's trying to do now is get to 15 seconds. And I believe now, unless he begin to feel that old age, he might be able to do it this year, Not this year because they canceled it. It was supposed to be in Toronto, but next year it'll be in Finland. So if they have it, if the virus is, gone or whatever, it'll be in Finland. So I'm quite sure he's gonna stay in shape because as old as he is, he had to stay in shape to be doing what he's doing. He's a world-class runner. In fact, he's the best of the best.
No, we can keep going for it. I mean, what? Well, I don't think they would do this. I was gonna say, what if they try to do a virtual one? Like you each pick a track and have an official there and do your time and see.
Oh yeah, because that's what it is. Time. You get official accounting. You don't have to be up there running against nobody.
Right, like
unless but psychologically though, it will affect you.
Right.
If you're running against yourself and running against somebody, I don't know, it might be a little bit more energy exerted.
I mean, everybody's different. Some people it will definitely affect negatively, but some people will affect positively. Like when you're running and you could just go as fast as you can, you might, I don't know, you might run a little looser. That stride might kick out a little bit more because you're more relaxed.
Yeah. There's that possibility,
I was watching somebody, these two people were running the other day. It was like, how YouTube, they have, they have everything on YouTube. And it was like showing how you said. So like, I think it was maybe college track or whatever. These two people running across next to each other. And one was clearly ahead all the way to like the last 20 meters or whatever.
Yeah.
And the person behind him just like kicked on the high gear and just sped past them. And it was like, I can see what when you said that, you had to think about where you choose your speeds and all that, make a strategy about it. I can see that. Like if your cruising speed and you know when to kick on the extra speed. So
you run the track enough and you can even time where you're gonna be at a certain point on the track to see if you're running your pace,
Right.
And if you got any energy left,
Right. I mean, like I guess I can see that. Like if you do anything enough, you will kind of know the tells of what you need to do at certain points.
Yeah. Well, you know what, I come to the conclusion, and I mean, well, everybody know that though, but I take it seriously now. A second is a heck of a long time in track and field.
Yeah.
Now you said 1 second and 1/100, that's a second. Hey, you got the 10, you got tenths and 50ths of a second, and just the winning might be just sticking your head out,
Yeah.
Went forward, But like they were saying about in track and field, when you're running, you reach your maximum, say if you're doing 100 meters, you might reach your maximum speed at about 50 meters. But from then on in, if you can hold, everybody's going to start decelerating. And
Right.
your thing is not to decelerate as fast, So from 50 to 100 meters, you begin to slow down, but you gotta be slowing less than the guy who else, is running with you, I mean, that's what I'm reading. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what I was saying. Like if you know your cruising speed, and you can, if you're like a length or two behind somebody and they're running their fastest speed, you just wait for them to gas out, and then you just launch forward.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that. But I tell you too, and a lot of the senior game, except when you get into the when you get with the elite runners, you better start using a lot of good runners, but not in that elite running class. They may not use no starting blocks.
Mm-hmm.
But the elite runners use that starting block, and you may not even get but maybe half a second. But a half a second is a hell of a lot of time in 100 meters,
Yeah. Half a second would have made that dude or whoever was like an eighth of a second may have been the winner.
That's right. I mean, that's how close. You're right. That's about how close it gets. Eighth of a second, you won because one of your hair was long or something. And when you stuck your head out there, it picked up.
I might have an example of this. Remember when I used to play tennis in high school?
Yeah.
I remember. I would tell you. I think you might know this. You might not remember. I actually won league champion in high school, my
Mm,
senior year, for my singles.
okay.
I'm not gonna say what singles because I don't want to throw myself out there. But it was I'll say I was four singles. I don't care. It was high school. It was whatever. But I got league champion in four singles, and it was so the people I played in the tournament were the I played three people in the tournament. The two people I don't know how to rephrase that. I lost to one of them, and the other dude I beat. So everybody I played in the tournament was basically essentially a revenge match.
Yeah.
Like the first round was the only kid that year who beat me that I remember. I beat him, and I should have that's let me. I'll stop for a second. And say that's where hubris came in because the people we were playing, I'm like, this guy is like he had no business beating me basically, right? I just wasn't paying attention. I used to listen to my headphones while I was playing people in matches because
Mm,
I was supremely confident I was going to win, and for the most part I did. I almost swept the season. It wasn't for that one kid. So I should have been on 100% all the time. I beat him. The next match was somebody I had beat, but I almost lost to, but I still beat him. I beat him that round, but the guy who was the last finals match I was in, he was someone I had not played. The school I forgot the name of the school, but he was actually he played a higher rank of singles,
yeah.
but I guess whatever day he was four singles. I don't remember what the situation was, but he had brought his girlfriend there, right? To I guess to watch him win. This is the championship match, right? And I think our match lasted 2.5 hours. This is for tennis.
Yeah. Wow.
And we had already played, I had already played, well, all of us had already played two other matches that day. So we're all kind of tired or whatever. But and none of the other matches lasted this long. But I knew that I was never because I was a finesse player. I'm not going to be one of those guys who like slams the ball down and gets like you know aces or whatever. But I'll win on defense. I'll keep hitting the ball back until you make a mistake. That was my whole. I knew I could do that pretty much better than anybody else I was playing against other teams. At least that was my assumption. That
Mm,
was my whole plan. I was just like, I'll just wear him out. And something told me once I saw that he brought his girlfriend that he just thought he was going to dog me, like it was going to be no competition, and he was going to look real good in front of his lady. I made him work 2.5 hours. Like he kept going to the gate, putting his fingers on the gate, talking to her. Like he was one of those dudes. Like you could definitely tell he was one of those guys who was just trying to kill the ball every time he hit it. So like he was like, think about it. If you're putting all that energy in each swing, it's going to eventually work against your shoulders, and you got to run all the time. You're killing yourself. And I'm just sitting there, just patting the ball back, just getting over the net, waiting for him to make a mistake, and I won. Like I got my gold medal. That might be my only gold medal I got from a sport.
you know what you're reciting?
What?
The ropey dope. Remember when Muhammad Ali and who was it? Wasn't Frazier? George Foreman, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Let him swing and swing and swing and swing till the arm got too heavy. And then
Well,
Muhammad
I'm no.
Ali, he took over, and it cost what's called was tired. He threw more punches, but hey, he was doing one of them numbers. And finally,
I'm no Ali, but it was definitely it was a big deal to me because I
I
was
mean,
just
that's the principle, though. You said the other guy was just working hard.
yeah, he was
And
trying to
you get tired.
like when he realized, I think there was a certain point when he realized what I was doing
Mhm.
because I was not trying at all to like really crush the ball because like I'm really good at slicing it, so I'm good. That means I'm good at putting spin on the ball. So like when it lands, it'll bounce a direction that's not supposed to bounce, and like I'm really good at that. So I had him running over the court all day, and he would just try to launch it, but like he wouldn't. Like it was weird. I shouldn't say weird. At a certain point, he was getting visibly angry, so he kept trying to hit it like maybe directly towards me, which is easy for me to just hit right back. And I'm like, I was never going to try to play his game. I'm just sitting here waiting for him to mess up, and I'll just score off that. And it took 2.5 hours because he was a good tennis player. I'm not trying to say he was bad, but like if he had changed his whole approach, he might have won. But he was so dead set. I guess on looking good that he didn't even try to adapt.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and that what we've been talking all along, that oh, seemed the thought. I can't even remember what I was gonna say. But anyway, it's nice to have a challenge and to be able to figure it out.
Oh yeah.
And that's my goal. I got my starting blocks out there. Some days, I still can't get out of them because of this knee. The orthopedic surgeon told me, "Old man, give up. The arthritis got you. But I've been working on that too. So eventually,
As
maybe
long as
arthritis that might get me to the point where it don't hurt until after the game.
I mean, you just need your knees to not give out to after you win.
All right.
You just need your knees to not give out to
After you win, yeah, right.
Like after you get the championship, that's when you can chill out.
When me and your dad, your brothers, was over there in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the experiences I've had running 100 meters. Right.
Yeah.
I got about 30 or 40 meters out, and the knee disappeared.
I remember because you were ahead. You actually were ahead.
I don't know what I was ahead or not, but I thought I felt.
I remember the video. I remember
in that 100 meters, and I fell. And this other lady, she was a senior too. I guess she was in that 80-something age group, and she fell. Boy, and you could hear her head sound like a watermelon when it hit. I said, "Oh Lord, I hope she didn't."
She okay?
They had to carry her off.
That's not good.
Yeah. And I finished because I just kind of jogged back down to the finish line.
All right.
One day I was looking at the times, and this was 2013, and it had me running for the 100 meters 26 or 27. I'm saying, how in the heck did I run that slow, Then it dawned on me that was the one when I failed, with the knee problem.
I remember that. I just distinctly remember you being like ahead and then like a dude or whatever like behind you passing you because you had failed. I was just like, man, this is bad.
Yeah. I've had a lot of experience like that, but I was pretty good here in Michigan, Like I say, but you're running against a state. When you run against 50 states, that's different. I'd go down to Huntsville, not Huntsville, the Huntsman games in St. George, Utah. I used to go down there about every year, And I don't even know whether they're going to have it this year or not. But last year I didn't go. Yeah, it was last year I didn't go. That was about the first time in 12, 15 years I didn't go to Utah,
Well, Grandpa, don't forget. I mean, being the best in a state isn't that bad.
No, yeah, but it's bad when you're looking above beyond that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's nothing too.
Yeah, I mean, I did well because I remember that day when I went out there. It was in senior games, and you came out to see me.
Yeah, we were Oakland University.
At Oakland University, right? And I was getting ready to walk, and so one of the guys, because I had been running for quite a few years, and he remembered me. He said, "Hey, Fred, I looked at him and said, yeah, you did all right in your time." That day I felt so bad. I could, like I said, the first thing was going to be the long jump.
Right.
And I felt so bad I couldn't have jumped over a toothpick. I mean, I couldn't have got that foot up to get over that toothpick. So I canceled. So we left and we went by your apartment.
Yeah, I remember that was quite a day.
Yeah, it was.
Didn't they cancel it because it stormed? Like it was a big storm that happened that day.
It rained, but it wasn't because of the weather, because they were still waiting, during the weather, right?
Well, remember it, like even after
I left before.
No, but remember it started raining before we left, and then when we left, it really started to pour down.
Yeah.
So it was,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm quite sure they finished the thing, because sometimes if look like it's going to storm or lightning, then they clear the field until make sure ain't no lightning within 12 miles, you know,
Right.
and so of the track, you know. But anyway, I didn't even get a chance to run that day, period. But I was running the 100 meters, 200, 400. I walked the 800. Because the 400 is a race where it's all out from beginning to end,
Right.
40 meters. And it's a kicker too, because like I said, when you get to 300 meters, if you don't know how to pace yourself, when you that other 100 meters ain't very far, but man, you ain't got nothing to go with, you know.
Right. It's like you got cement blocks.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
But anyway, I done put myself out there, so when people are listening, I'm
tell
going to be in Finland. What you say?
me a little more about your training regimen. Like, what do you do to train?
Oh, I mean, like right up here in this my little, I guess it might be my peace room or my kind of room, I say, meditation room or whatever. You know, I get out. Like I said, I can't because I can't keep that weight on that knee. I can't run, but I got a bicycle,
Stationary bike.
stationary bike right out there on the porch, you know. And I can run as fast as I can and no pain or nothing. That's why I can't understand why I've been trying to figure out why when I put some weight on it, you know, it just collapses.
Oh, it's simple, Grandpa. I mean, like it. You may want to try because it's a good and bad thing. You're exercising on the bike, but you're not putting any weight on your knee joints, which means they're not getting any real exercise in the sense of with having to deal with your whole body weight on them.
Constantly. Oh yeah, no. That's the reason I can't even progress. The doctor told me I needed a knee replacement. I'm telling him
well try doing like, you know, when you walk up and down the street, try lifting your legs all the way up before each step. Like don't just take regular steps, like walk run. Like you know how when you run you lift your knee all the way up to a full bend. Like just do that. Do that but like in walking form, just so your body will get used to doing it again.
Oh yeah, I'll be trying that. In fact, what I was gonna say. But anyway, yeah, I mean when I walk, I'm aware of all my joints, you know, in my legs and things. And if there's any peculiarity in that particular joint, I'll be monitoring it. And if they got something to sell, they say can fix it, I'm buying. Yeah. But I haven't given up though, so that's my goal. Finland in 2021.
Hey, Grandpa, you ever thought about having like a trainer, like someone to help you?
Oh yeah, I at one time, you know, I thought about your dad. No, he didn't coach that year, but Taylor had. I'm trying to think of the coach.
Yeah. Well, so when was this?
This he retired now too, but I'm trying to think of his name, and I know it just as good because he trained a lot of good track. In fact, Earl Jones, remember Earl Jones?
No.
He ran. I think he took a second in the Olympics. He was from here, and they had a sign out there, home of Earl Jones.
I know about the sign. I didn't know. I don't remember his name. I don't know the sign though. Turchak was his name. Huh.
And I know because a couple of times when I was retired, I said, man, he would be an excellent guy to help an old man like me train, you know.
Well, I mean, there's people who do virtual training now. I mean,
yeah.
Be able to get somebody. We might find, you know, we're gonna find that. We're gonna get people we're gonna find somebody to virtually train you, Grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it can't be me. I'm not a certified runner or anything. You might hurt.
I got all the books, and I'm steady on YouTube. And on YouTube, you can find the guys who show you how to come out of the blocks. You know, got a guy show you that 30 meters, how you supposed to stay down till you raise up and come up with 30. 50 meters, you should be about top speed. And from then on in, it's a deceleration from that last 50 meters on, you know.
Mhm.
So when a guy passed you in the 100 meters, he didn't pass you because he was faster, but because you begin to decelerate faster than him. You know, this is all that science that I've been reading about, you know.
Mhm.
So when you see somebody come by you, that don't mean that he's going faster, but you slowing up. Not noticeable with the eye, but you losing a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. And all that stuff too, you know, like you may lose a half a second, a quarter of a second by just concerned with somebody who's running next to you, you know. You want to see where he at.
Because you turn your head and you change your whole running pattern.
There you go. All that, you know, what you need to be able to utilize, practice, because that could be the difference in you winning and losing.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I guess we'll wrap this episode up then.
All right.
Guess we'll wrap this episode up then.
Oh.
This was good. I learned a lot, Grandpa, about speed and running.
You just heard me resuscitate stuff you already knew. Yeah. Come on now.
I didn't know about the other stuff.
Huh?
I didn't know about the other stuff.
Oh, you know. Well, you know, you didn't learn from me. You just agreed with me.
I don't know. There's some stuff you said today that I didn't quite know.
Oh, okay. Make me feel
good. People who watch this who didn't know that, Grandpa. You're doing a service to the world. You know what? Let me see. I might be able to drop some of this off. I honestly, I probably won't drink the rest of this beer. I know I will, but I won't drink it like all at one time. It'll probably be over a span of time, a good span of time.
What's that now?
I was talking about the beer, the CHIMAY.
Yeah.
What'd you say? What'd you call it?
CHIMAY. Didn't you say CHIMAY, something like that? CHIMAY.
CHIMAY. CHIMAY.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you got what was the number? You never gave the rating for Reds. What you give it?
Oh, I started out with a 5.5?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is easily 6.5.
Okay.
Easily. But this is not quite the beer, you know. But hey, red wicked apple.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, Grandpa, you want to sign off? Tell the people anything important?
Nothing except that I'm going to work twice as hard in physical conditioning, so that next week I'll have something to say. You know.
You had a lot to say today.
I would like to talk about improvement. You know, I was telling you today my problem. You know, that arthritis in that knee. Yeah, the doctor. Yeah, it's funny that every time I go see him, you back, you know. Yeah, doc. Yeah, well, you know, you got arthritis there in both knees.
Well, you know, you're.
He said, well, he said, let me replace it. I don't want no knee replacement, doc. I want you to fix it.
Well, you making it through. You're pushing through.
Yeah, you know, I tell you what though.
What?
There's significantly some improvement on this knee. That's why I wanted to challenge myself and tell you, you know, every week I could show you my improvement.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now I can do a slight jog with no pain. You know, when I put that weight on it, it's only, you know, after repetitive, after maybe 3 or 4 minutes, then it go back into its act. But I'm in a sense saying it's improving. You know, it's improving.
That's what you need. You want improvement. You want constant improvement.
Plus the fact I'm waiting on the mailman to come and bring me my Arothathene. They said take all the pain out of your joints. I said, well, give me some.
Well, let's make sure that's legit. We'll make sure that's legit.
Yeah, well, you know, all that stuff you can't make sure it's legit because I get it. I'm telling you, they target the senior citizens, man. Every time they come out with something, they send me a thing, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, I got the gummy bears, the Larry King stuff, the Bioflexes, the rubbing. You know, I even tried the Instaplex. You name it, I tried. Somebody said, "Well, that don't work." No, you know, how would I know unless I try it?
Got to. Well, I mean, well, how about this? We'll get an update next week, but let's sign off, Grandpa. I actually I gotta get back to work as this is my lunch hour.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, why you tell me? Okay, then.
I was trying to get you to I'm trying to get you to sign off.
Uh-huh.
I want you to sign off, say something, with your wisdom.
I'm a little short of wisdom. Just sign off with adios, amigo. See you next week.
All right, see you next week, guys. Thanks for coming. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, right. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Hey, Grandpa.
All right, bye-bye.